You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Tuesday, 6th February 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillian Group. Prime Minister Rowley of Trinidad and Tobago reported to be in a good mood at a recent press briefing when asked if he will contest the next election. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago appeared to be in a good mood during his media conference on Friday last, as he used humour to respond to a question about whether he will be contesting the next general election, which is due in 2025. More in this TV6 News item.
And the Prime Minister appeared to be in a good mood during his media conference today, as he used humour to respond to a question about whether he will be contesting the next general election, which is due in 2025.
Would we see you contesting in the general election?
The next general election is not in front of us. I give you the assurance that you'll be the first to know when the next general election appears on the horizon. But this is an election year, is it? I heard that. Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was this year.
But Minister, how strong it is that you're thinking?
Is it this year? Because you have that ability to call it.
Yes.
Like, I just don't know. That can't be taken off my pocket.
Having the ability is one thing. Having the common sense is another.
Dr. Rowley announced that he will be going on vacation for 10 days with his wife, Attorney-at-Law Sharon Rowley, following the Energy Conference and the next CARICOM Heads of Government meeting, both of which are to be held in Guyana.
I'm on vacation for the first time in how long? But no. My focus at this moment is not on election. My focus is on these very, very weighty matters that have such serious consequences.
The United National Congress says the media conference hosted on Friday by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley was vacuous and superficial and causes even more concern, especially with respect to national security and the crucial energy sector.
Dr. Rowley said nothing of consequence and did not address the ever-worsening crime scenario, including the failure of the police commissioner, Erla Harewood Christopher, to meet a single of her important mandates. He again sidestepped the non-performance of his atrocious National Security Minister, Fitzgerald Hines. The Prime Minister relied on rambling bureaucratic language and generalities on crime instead of frontally addressing the relentless slaughter of citizens and the absence of arrests and convictions.
Over in Jamaica, high school coach arrested and charged with grievous sexual assault. More in this TVJ Sports News item.
TVJ Sports can report that track and field coach Marlon James, who was last month fired from St. Catherine High School, has been arrested and charged with grievous sexual assault of a minor and indecent assault by the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, CCHT. Head of CCHT, Senior Superintendent Maldria Jones-Williams, confirmed with TVJ Sports by telephone on a Thursday afternoon that her team had laid the charges against James on Tuesday when he was accompanied to the Spanish Town Police Station by his attorney. SSP Jones-Williams also confirmed that Coach James is scheduled to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court on Friday. This development comes 2 weeks after TVJ Sports first broke the story that Sissoko had launched an investigation into allegations that a coach had sexually assaulted a minor at an unnamed school. It followed an official report from the parent of the underage student athlete and the principal of St. Catherine High School. At the time, the principal confirmed that the coach was not a teacher at the institution, but said he had also reported the matter to the Ministry of Education. The principal confirmed that the coach had been fired.
Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the Air Quality Index, AQI, in Georgetown, Guyana, stood at 120, considered unhealthy for the sensitive groups. For more information and updates on the impact of the Saharan dust, Tiana Cole of HGP Nightly News reports.
The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, has reportedly predicted that the Saharan dust phenomenon that Guyana is currently experiencing is expected to last until February 7, 2024. The agency had said its air quality sensor located at Wimp, West Coast Berbice, Eccles, East Bank Demerara, Vilverdon, Central Georgetown, and Linden in Region 10 all show particulate matter levels significantly above the WHO standard for good quality air. It has been forecasted that a haze caused by the Saharan dust would continue to develop, and as such, extra caution should be taken on the roadways. The Saharan dust plume in its layer of sand, dirt and dust lifted from the Sahara Desert in North Africa. It is transported by the trade winds from North Africa and travel over the Atlantic Ocean and through the Caribbean and South America. The EPA's air quality sensors have detected a significantly high air quality index, which signifies poor air quality conditions, mainly due to the high concentration of particulate matter in the atmosphere. The EPA wishes to advise that particles in the Sahara dust could potentially cause a dry cough, runny nose, sore throat, itchy or watery eyes, sneezing, etc. Children, the elderly, and persons with underlying respiratory or cardiovascular illness are most vulnerable. The EPA is also encouraging citizens to limit their time spent outdoors and wear appropriate dust masks as far as practical. The EPA says it will notify the public when the air quality returns to normal and within parameter ranges. Meanwhile, Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony, in an interview on Thursday, when asked about the current phenomenon which has been detected on the east coast and east bank of Demerara, said while it is temporary, persons with vulnerable conditions should protect themselves.
One of the ways that we can protect ourselves, especially if you are prone to allergies, that you should use a face mask. That would be one of the safest ways.
The minister said that for persons with underlying respiratory condition, the Sahara dust can trigger an acute episode. So it is advised that they wear the N95 or KN95 face mask because it has 5 layers.
And if they feel they're getting an acute episode, like it's triggering an asthma attack, then you should come to the hospital.
Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
St. Kitts and Nevis will be among first phase countries to be serviced by an intra-regional cargo passenger service that is a private sector-led initiative. Called Connect Carib, the service investors involved a consortium of partners bring years of experience in areas such as logistics, inter-island ferry services, and travel-related services. Glenn Bart of SKN Newsline reports.
At the 23rd January 2024 Regional Virtual Press Conference, Ambassador Dr. Andre Thomas, Chief Executive Officer of Pleon Group Incorporated and Upturn Funds Caribbean, operators of the planned Connect Carib ferry service, said the new regional service will establish a ferry cargo and passenger network that will stimulate economic activity within the region. Special attention is being placed on supporting trade in agricultural produce and other regional-made foods, commercial cargo, and the setting up of an Amazon-like e-commerce shop for the Caribbean community countries. The ferry service officials said business people, entrepreneurs of all kinds, professionals, and leisure travelers will find the service highly affordable and convenient. The chairman described the coming service as one that would revolutionize regional travel and promote deeper regional integration with the use of 3 vessels that are currently being sourced. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
And back to Trinidad, Carnival is in full swing, and Tourism Minister there, Randall Mitchell, says arrival figures are very encouraging. He also notes that hotel occupancy has been doing quite well. Geisha Colazar Alonso has the details in this edition of CNC3's Business Watch.
Arrival figures into the country for the Carnival period continue to do quite well. This from Tourism Minister Randall Mitchell, who shared some figures with Business Watch on Thursday.
In 2023, the actual numbers for January, 59,854, and in February, 59,693. The forecasted arrivals for 2024 for the period January and February, which is our carnival period, we are seeing a 17% increase. If we use the average load factor in 2023, which would have been around 81, 82%.
The minister also gave some insights regarding seat capacity, which has seen an increase of about 47%.
For the period January to February, in terms of the maximum seat capacity coming in from the various destinations, we are seeing a 47% increase in 2024 for the period January to February over the same period in 2023.
In doing a comparison of seat capacity for 2023, Minister Mitchell further explains.
By way of hard numbers, in 2023, we had a total seat capacity for the period January and February of 122,760 seats. In 2024, for the period January and February, we have seen that increase to 180,900 seats that are available coming into the destination of Port of Spain and Tobago.
He adds that for January and February 2024, there expects to be a 72% increase in aircraft movement compared to the same period last year. Regarding hotel accommodation, the minister says from the feedback he has had with hoteliers, these figures are also encouraging. He adds there expects to be 100% occupancy rate.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.